Doc kind of said that he felt like the switching really affected you guys tonight. I'm curious, kind of what you see out there that maybe led to the turnovers, or the offense maybe not clicking the way that you guys were hoping it would.
I think when teams switch, they kind of make you more stagnant, get you into playing more ISOs, and it's usually harder to get in your actions when teams just switch everything because it kind of takes the first, second, third option out of it when they guard like that. And I thought we didn't execute well enough out of that. The screening, slipping, getting the guys involved that we wanted to get involved. We didn't do it consistent enough, and then it was still a close game. Loose balls, they got to them. We allowed them to get off threes. They got a lot of shooters, and I thought they separated themselves getting threes off second opportunities. And then, obviously, the turnovers. I felt like I had more turnovers than I ever had in a game today. So, you're not going to win a game not valuing every possession against a team that's shooting the ball like that.
Dame, 25 years ago, your father took you to the All-Star game in Oakland. And now you return to your hometown. And not only are you returning as an All-Star, reigning All-Star game MVP, 9-time All-Star. Looking back, you were selling candy bars to try to play AAU games. Looking back, how does it feel to have this full circle moment with all that you've accomplished in your career?
You've been doing your research.
Okay.
You know everything. No, I mean it's definitely a full circle moment. I think that was like 2000 All-Star weekend, and I didn't go to school that whole week. My dad let me stay home. We went to jam session every day. Didn't go to school. Me and my brother. They had like this 3-point competition, with a bunch of adults, and I ended up being in the championship against my older brother. So it was just a great week. A lot of memories. Vince Carter won that dunk contest. A lot of my favorite players I grew up watching played in that All-Star game. So it was a great experience. So now to be, like you said, 25 years later, and this being my 9th All-Star game, and kind of back in front of that hometown crowd, it's definitely a special moment. And something that I'm extremely proud of, proud to be a part of it. And just being in that environment and so many people that I grew up with, that I grew up around, and people who really know me and know my background and my story, to be able to see how far I've come. I'm excited for them to be able to see that.
Any advice?
Been through it a lot in the All Stars. He just said, like, Jews that, are you looking forward to this one anymore? Has it changed the kind of calculus going into it because of it?
I am looking forward to it. I would say not so much for the accolade that it is within the NBA, but I really grew up in like the real part of Oakland. Like I'm from the neighborhood, so like I caught the bus with these people every day. I was at the park with these people and going to parties and skipping school sometimes. Like I really grew up around a lot of these people, so they know I wasn't getting recruited until I was 17 years old. I wasn't a big basketball name around Oakland until like my last year of high school, and I really kind of started taking steps. Even when I went off to Weber State, nobody knew what Weber State was. They wasn't thinking like, Dame gonna go to Weber State and go to the NBA. It was just like, oh, Dame went to Weber. I had people that we grew up around that went to high major schools, that I grew up around and was considered better than me. So, like I said, for them to really know what I come from and to really know like my journey, and now I get to come back in front of all these people, and it's not just like Dame made it to the NBA. It's like I'm a 9-time All-Star and All-Star Game MVP and top 75 player of all time. So to be coming back home, at 34, and all of these people really know, I think that makes me look forward to it a little bit more, because they really know I got it out the mud for real. It ain't just what people be saying, like they really know. So I'm excited for that reason.
Do you have a plan for that weekend, though, too? Because you've been fighting through injuries, battling it out, playing a lot of minutes. You could probably use some rest, too. But when your kids are going to be probably in the audience and everybody knows you, how are you going to be able to say no to some people and get your couch time? And
I mean, I'm just not new to it. This is my 13th season, so saying yes to everything, I didn't have my reps at it. I know how to protect my space. I know who's who. And my kids have been around. They've been at just every All-Star weekend since they've been born. I keep them connected. I keep them in the loop. My close family members, I know who will be there. And I'm going to make sure my high school and, the local places that I visited and I got people at, I'm going to make sure that I touch base in all of those places. But I'm not going to be spreading myself thin. Even in the game, I know that I've been battling some nagging things. So I'm gonna be smart, but I'm gonna enjoy it and I'm gonna kind of check the boxes that I know I need to check for myself, and that's it.
that scholarship's probably meaningful to you too as well, though. Is that part of your schedule or your routine? I think
Yeah.
you're doing that on Saturday.
Yeah, I think that's Thursday.
Oh, Thursday. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
Thursday,
sorry.
but just to be able to work with Portland State and to be able to give a lot of kids from the East Bay an opportunity to not have that stress and weight, not on just the kids but their parents, to find a way to pay for that education and out-of-state tuition, to take that weight off their shoulders and be in a position to present that type of opportunity for them to have a better future, and to be in that type of position is an honor for me, especially coming from there. I know how hard it is. I try to do my best to support in every way, without throwing money out there or, just showing face or something that people might broadcast. I try to do what I can to have an actual impact and really touch them. And I think this is just one of those things. So I'm excited to announce that and for a lot of these kids to take advantage of it.
Any advice for Dre with his first All-Star weekend?
I would just say embrace it. I think I told Bees last year when we did the three-point shootout, I was like, man, you're going to get out there and get nervous. You're going to see all those people out there, all the stars. And when we got there, he was like, man, it was different, So, it's very easy to go out there and kind of just shy away and kind of get anxious for it to just be over with, And I would just tell him to embrace it, It's an opportunity for him to introduce himself a little bit more, and to have fun. You go out there and win it now. You never know what's going to be on the table after that, and then you come back and have another opportunity. So, I was just telling him to embrace it.